People love to say if they worked harder, they'll make it out. But the truth is, the hood isn't poor by accident. It's poor because systems were built to keep it that way. Today we'll be breaking down why the hood stays poor and what really goes on behind struggle. Let's go back to the 1930s, where a lot of events happened. Even events you might have known, the Great Depression, the Dust Bowl, even the Golden Age of Hollywood. But one event you guys probably never heard of was redlining. Stated by Investopedia, redlining is a discriminatory practice that puts services, usually financial services, out of reach for residents of certain areas based on race or ethnicity. Doesn't sound too far from where we are now, huh? It sounds crazy, don't it? It's wild how systems that was created almost 100 years ago is still present to today. But our people, which I say my people, whoever read it, whoever watching or listening, it could be you too. It's not just a black or any other race thing, but if you feel like you're systemically put in an area where you can't thrive in, it's like cutting your Achilles tendon before you even get to racing the 100-meter dash. They love to say stop making excuses, but how is it an excuse when the system is plainly against you? It's not an excuse. If it's the other side of a field, it's corn, but they put a pile of nails in front of the field before we even get to touch the corn, and somebody decides to tap out because their feet is hurting. Will you call them soft, or will you just say the game is rigged? But let's get back on topic. In the 1930s, the U.S. government created maps that graded neighborhoods based on risk. Typically, the black and brown neighborhoods were marked red. One example is the redlining system, created in Chicago in 1938 by the Federal Housing Administration. This system was used by a ranking system A through D, with C and D ranked the lowest, which was the risk neighborhoods, typically by black and brown families. In 1933, newly elected President Franklin D. Roosevelt created the Home Owners Loan Corporation, HOLC, both as a part of the New Deal and as an answer to the economic collapse of 1929. What was the New Deal? The New Deal was a series of wide-reaching economic, social, and political reforms enacted by President Franklin D. Roosevelt in the United States between 1933 and 1938. With that being in effect, it also birthed the FHA. The FHA policies on new construction. Following World War II, the FHA finances mass production of subdivision across the country, but the agency's concessionary loans to builders came with a condition that no homes in the subdivision be sold to African Americans. This led to more segregation in the real estate world. Me personally, my mom always told me, if you wasn't invited, don't go. Well, if it was up to me, I would just move in the country. Just move to the country, move to a country town, raise some animals, just do things, buy multiple lands and put properties on there and just create our own thing. Instead of trying to, be accepted in a world that doesn't want to accept us. And the culture that was given to us is not a culture that we come from. A lot of people want to say, yes, this culture that was given to us and these programs that was given money to show fabricated lifestyle, which was given to us, is a false sense of identity. We just want to be accepted. We just want to have our own identity. Identity was a struggle. Our identity was taken. It was stripped. And all we have is a false sense of self. If you find who yourself is, your life will go way more smoother. Just be you. Be the change that the world needs. Be the change that your community needs. Not everybody needs to be a thug. Not everybody needs to be something that was showed to you since you was younger, or be the person that you've seen on the neighborhood. Because most of these neighborhoods is just a trap. It's like a zoo, like an animal in an exhibit. You look outside, you see everything on TV, but you're not actually going to these places. Get outside of your neighborhood. Get outside and see something different. Everybody is not the same. Everything is not the same. You're not restricted from things that you were restricted from back then. You can move, even if it's harder. Keep going. I was just showing information to show you guys that things were systemically against us, but we can get through it even if it's more obstacles, or even have your own thing. Go to a farm, go to a land, but The thing is, destroying yourself is the worst sense of identity. And people do it unconsciously. And before you become somebody else's entertainment to watch and see like a movie, make sure you think about your action before you do it. I'll talk to you guys later.